Radio City Originals.
Made in Kerala, made in Kerala.
Hi, this is Sanish Bhaskaran and Swagatam everyone to Radio City Original Made in Kerala, powered by Joy Alucas, the world's favorite jeweler. Let's connect with iconic Malayalis who have made Kerala proud across the globe. മലയാളിയാണോ എന്ന ചോദ്യത്തിന് ഇവർ പറയുന്നത് ഒരു ഉത്തരമാണ്. അതെ, മലയാളിയാണ്. The guest on today's episode of Radio City Original Made in Kerala, powered by Joy Alucas, is somebody who can make you act, he can make you dance, can make you a star. He was born in Bangalore, raised in Gujarat, lives in Mumbai, but originally he is from Kerala. Ladies and gentlemen, Chetamare Chechimare, we have with us India's favorite choreographer, director, and Malayalikകളുടെ സ്വന്തം Remo D Souza. Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskaram. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, sir. Sir, എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് വിശേഷങ്ങളൊക്കെ?
Everything is fine, and I'm so excited that this is the first time actually I'm talking about my, where I'm actually from.
Yes, sir.
And this is the first time I'm doing an interview with you, man. And for Malayali people, yeah, this is the first time I'm doing it. So it's crazy. It's amazing. And I'm very happy. My mother and my father and my brother will be very, very excited because he is in Kerala right now. So
Okay. കേരളത്തിൽ എവിടെ, sir? Where is he from?
Palakkad.
Okay. സർ, നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ഐ എം ടെലിംഗ് യു ദാറ്റ് ഈ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ കാണുന്ന വ്യക്തികളും കേൾക്കുന്ന വ്യക്തികളും എല്ലാവരും നല്ലവണ്ണം സർപ്രൈസ്ഡ് ആവാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. ബിക്കോസ് ഞാൻ ഈ ഇന്റർവ്യൂവിന് വേണ്ടി പേഴ്സണലി പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ സാറിനെ കുറിച്ച് സ്റ്റോറി അറിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ എനിക്കുണ്ടായത് സർപ്രൈസസ് ആണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഐ എം ഗോയിങ് ടു ആസ്ക് എ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഞാൻ മറ്റ് ഒരു ഗസ്റ്റിനോടും ചോദിക്കാത്ത ഒരു എക്സ്ക്ലൂസീവ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ചോദിച്ചോട്ടെ സർ?
Okay, I'm ready.
Remo D Souza, sir, what is your original name?
My original name is Ramesh Gopi. Ramesh Gopi, as you know that when we go to school, a lot of people put surnames behind the names.
Okay.
But we used to put our father's name. So my father's name was Gopi. So he was the guy, we put his name. So my name actually is Ramesh Gopi. And for many years, I never asked my father that what is a surname? What do you mean by, we never say ki, what are we actually?
Okay.
So few years back, actually not even much longer, few years back, we came to know that we are Nairs.
Okay.
So then now I say, it's okay, TK. Now our names are being changed now, but Ramesh Gopi is fine, Remo D Souza is fine. You call me anything, it's fine actually. Yeah.
Okay. റെമോ ഡിസൂസ എന്ന സക്സസ്ഫുൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള എക്സ്ട്രീംലി ടാലന്റഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കൊറിയോഗ്രാഫറും ഡയറക്ടറിനെയും എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം. എന്നാൽ അറിയാത്തത് സാർ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ രമേഷ് ഗോപി നായർ എന്ന പയ്യന്റെ കഥയാണ്. സോ സാർ, ഡയറക്ടർ ഭാഷയിൽ സംസാരിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പറയുന്നത് ഒരു ഫ്ലാഷ് ബാക്ക് സീനാണ്. വി ഹാവ് ടു ഗോ ടു യുവർ ചൈൽഡ്ഹുഡ്. സാറിന്റെ കുട്ടിക്കാലം നാട്ടിൽ എവിടെയായിരുന്നു സർ? ടെൽ മീ അബൌട്ട് ഈ കുട്ടിക്കാലം ആൻഡ് പാരന്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് ഫാമിലി.
My Kuttikalam, if I say, because I was born in Bangalore, I don't remember much. So after Bangalore, I went to Gujarat.
Okay.
And there I studied and everything. But I was very small when I went to Kerala for the first time. And it's a very vague, not clear images, but I remember meeting my Veliachan, Veliamma, Cheriyachan, Cheriyamma, everyone. Like I remember meeting all of them, my chetas and everything. So very, very vague. But then I was brought up in Gujarat.
Okay.
So when you are in Gujarat doing your schools, your friends are Gujaratis and everything. So I got involved with them and started speaking their language and all that stuff. So that's how I got disconnected with Malayali, actually mother tongue and all this stuff. So that is the biggest reason I got disconnected. But my childhood was very, very interesting. And in my house, Achan and Aman, they used to speak Malayali.
Okay.
And I used to speak Hindi or Gujarati or English, anything in this thing. That's why I understand Malayali. I can't speak because I used to speak either English, Hindi or Gujarati. So childhood was very interesting because there was a lot of struggles and coping up with a new state and new language and all this stuff. So it was very, very interesting. But my childhood was very, very interesting, I would say. It was, I can actually say it's a if I tell right now also my sons that in childhood I used to do this, they laugh and they say, no, this can't be. You can't do this. So that interesting it was. But
Okay,
yeah.
okay. That happens only in Kerala kind of side.
Yes. And I still remember it was very small. I was very small and I used to go to Palakkad and my grandmother used to be there. We had elephants in our village.
Okay.
So I still remember the two names, Babu and Ramu was the name of two elephants we had. And so that is my visual of Kerala. Whenever people say ki, you are Gujarati, you are working in Bombay. But then when they say, where are you from actually? Then that is the visual I see. I'm from Kerala. My blood, my mother tongue, my blood is Kerala. So that is my earlier visuals of my childhood. Yeah.
Okay. അച്ഛൻ എയർഫോഴ്സിലാണ് എന്നാണ് എനിക്ക് അറിയാൻ സാധിച്ചത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ചെറുപ്പകാലം മുഴുവൻ സാറിന്റെ വാസ് ഇൻ ആൻഡ് അറൌണ്ട് എയർഫോഴ്സ് കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ യൂണിഫോം, ഡിസിപ്ലിൻ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ. സോ ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ലൈക്ലി ആൻഡ് ക്വൈറ്റ് നാച്ചുറൽ ടു ഹാപ്പൻ ദാറ്റ് സാറിന് ഒരു ഡിഫൻസിലേക്ക് ഒരു ഇൻക്ലിനേഷൻ ഉണ്ടാകും. So my question to you is that at that point, like back then, what was your career plan like? What were you intending to become?
I never thought that I'll become choreographer, director, frankly, because Air Force, very strict, very disciplined life I had in childhood.
Okay.
And my father was very strict me to be a pilot actually, because he was from Air Force. So you will become a pilot because I want you to become a pilot. So he struggled a lot to push me and do this thing. But then one day when I was like 13, 14, I saw Michael Jackson on TV. And that changed everything in my life. So everything was changed. And I was very good at sports. I was good in all the outdoor activities. So my father said, if not pilot, he'll do something in Air Force. So he'll become an But then suddenly when Michael Jackson came in my life, when I saw him on TV, and I was like, dude, if this man who is slimy and he's dark skinned and people are going mad behind him, if he can do it, I'm sure even I can do it. So I want to do this, what he does this. Wow. So then I started following him and started seeing his videos and then started getting his videos, because that time there was no TV, no radio, nothing. It was just VHS.
True.
You put VHS and all this stuff. So to get VHS of Michael Jackson, you can't get it in Gujarat, because Gujarat, nobody knows who's Michael Jackson is. But then I used to struggle a lot. I used to call, I used to tell my friend, his friend from Mumbai, he used to send some cassettes, VHS. I used to see it and then I used to copy him. And then that's how everything changed. And I told my father that, you know what, I want to become a dancer. And very tough to convince him during that time. Strict Air Force background, Air Force colony, uncle, aunties, everyone is Air Force. And in that, one boy wants to become a dancer, which is a civilian job, which is no future, nothing. It was very difficult, but managed. Yeah.
Sir, ഇപ്പോൾ ഡാൻസ് സംഭവിച്ചത് എങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായി. എന്നാൽ എപ്പോഴാണ് ദാറ്റ് മൊമെന്റ് കെയിം ഇൻ യുവർ ലൈഫ് ആൻഡ് യു റിയലൈസ് ദാറ്റ് യുവർ ലൈഫ് ക്യാൻ ആക്ച്വലി റിവോൾവ് അറൌണ്ട് ഓർ റാദർ ഇറ്റ് ഷുഡ് ബി നത്തിങ് എൽസ് ബട്ട് ഡാൻസ്? When did you realize that?
I realized when I did my first show in my school, the annual day. So annual day came and I first
Third standard,
yes.
The Kawali sir.
Of course. Tali pe tali biwiyan. So it was when I did that, I saw the reaction of the audience and all the people who were sitting in the auditorium, and they said they were clapping and they were like hooting for me and all this stuff. I said, this is what I want. And this is exactly what I saw. Even Michael Jackson, when he used to dance, the people used to just go mad about it. So that's not exactly same, but of course he got some millions of this thing. I had some few hundreds, but they were like standing and clapping and all this stuff. So that's where I knew that this is what I want. This reaction I want when I'm on stage or whatever I do in my life. This is the reaction I want. And that's when I said I want to do something different than doing the daily routine stuff. Like, of course, even the Air Force job and everything is fine. It's a great job and everything. But to get this reaction, you need to do something else.
No.
If you need audience to clap for you or audience to just stand for you and everything, then you need to do something else. Then you need to be doing something which people love, people like seeing you. And that's when I started working towards my dancing, working towards my extracurricular activity and all that stuff. And that's how the life started. And here I am talking to you.
Sir, can I ask you something? Are you good with numbers?
I am good with numbers. Can't say yes.
I'm not going to ask you any mathematical questions, sir. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ ഈ പറയാൻ പോകുന്ന ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു നമ്പറാണ്. പക്ഷെ ഈ നമ്പർ കുറച്ച് സ്പെഷ്യൽ ആണ്, സർ. ഈ നമ്പർ ഹാസ് ഗോട്ട് എ ഡീപ് കണക്ഷൻ വിത്ത് യുവർ ലൈഫ്.
Okay.
It is 2600, 2600. I can give you a clue if you...
Yeah. So you don't have to give me a clue. That number I can't never forget.
What is that, sir? Please tell me the story behind it.
2,600 is the amount of money my mother gave me when I left Gujarat to come to Mumbai to fulfill my dream.
Okay.
So that 2,600 was kept in the hidden pocket which we have. Like when we travel, we have those inside pocket, not the outside pocket, because
Yes.
mom knew that you're going to Bombay and Bombay is a big city. People cut your, they rob you.
Pickpocketing and all. Yeah. Can happen.
Pickpocketing. There was a hidden pocket inside me. She only made that pocket and she put it there. And that's how this 2,600 amount I got it to Mumbai. And that's the money which was very, very helpful for me initially.
Okay.
And then out of 2,600, I spent 600 and I was left with 2,000. And then I got a call from somebody in Mumbai that you come, you are selected for a film, you'll be a hero. So you have to pay some 4,500. I was like, okay, I'll be a hero in 4,500. So I said, I only have 2,000 left. I met a friend of mine in Bombay and I said, listen, I need more money and I'll pay you back once I become a hero. So guys,
Simple
they
as
also
that.
didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, simple. So they gave me 2,500 and I collected all the money, 4,500. I went to him and I gave it to him. And he said, okay, come next week and we'll sign you and we'll start work. I said, very good. I came back. I called my mother from PCO and I said, listen, I'm going to become a hero. So now everything is sorted. You were saying that nobody will look at me. I'm dark and nobody will this thing. But see, I've got a assignment now and I've paid 4,500 and I'll become a hero next week. Mother was not believing me because said there's something wrong.
Okay.
I don't believe you got this thing, but if you're saying, let's see what happens. We'll talk next week. So next week when I went there at the same place, there was nothing. The person who took the money and everything, it was nothing. The shop was closed. It was a big fraud. So these people, they sit there and they call people like me.
Okay.
They collect money and they shut and they run away. So that's the scheme they were doing it. And I was a part of that scam. And I was robbed by 4,500. And I was very, very upset because I said my mom gave me 2,600 and 2,000, that money was just gone. And I took some money from my friend and that is also gone. So I was left with no money, nothing, no house, no food. And that's where the struggle happened in Mumbai because I couldn't lie. I couldn't tell the truth to my mom because she will be upset. I couldn't tell to anyone in Gujarat because they will laugh at me because they said, they were laughing at me when I left Gujarat and you can't do anything. So they were laughing at me. And it was a big thing for me to just keep it myself because I said, if I say, they will all laugh at me. They'll laugh at my mother. They'll laugh at my father and they'll laugh at my family. And they say that they were telling you that don't send him and see what happened. So this, I kept it by myself and I lived without food for 2 days and slept in Bandra station. And that was a crazy struggle day that I can never forget. Yeah.
So 22nd July 1993. It was a Thursday, sir. That's the day when you came into Bombay for the very first time. And Bombay in a city ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ Remo D Souza ആക്കിയ ഒരു സിറ്റിയാണ്. The city that made you, right? Created the brand.
Correct.
എന്നാൽ സർ രസകരമായ സംഭവം എന്താ വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ the first time when you came into Bombay and saw Bombay, you didn't like the place എന്നാണ് എനിക്ക് അറിയാൻ സാധിച്ചത്. Why was that so?
No.
Why?
So because the day I landed in Bombay, so whoever's come to Bombay during that time will understand what I'm saying. That I landed at Bombay Central. So
Okay.
Bombay Central was the busiest station, one of the busiest station in the world, I would say, because it's chaos. And me coming from a small town to a big city, and that to a Mumbai Central, so I was like lost between the crowd. And then I went to a place. It's called Grand Road, Chikkalwadi. Chikkalwadi is a place where it's chawl system. And I went there and I saw people. There's a big, drainage in the middle of the house. Like, and everyone is either somebody is having a bath, somebody is washing the clothes, somebody is giving the kids a bath, and somebody is brushing, and it's there. And I have to cross them and go to the place which I'm supposed to go. And that's where I realized that this is not life which I wanted. In my head, Mumbai was big city, films and cars and all this stuff, but this was totally opposite. And I was very scared. And I said, I think my dream is not going to be fulfilled because I can't live in this place. So I think I'll have to go back. That's why I was scared for a few days. But then slowly, I merged with them and started living like this thing. So because of my background, because of the things I've heard since childhood, that I can't do anything. Your son, uncles and aunties used to come and they said, your son can't do anything. He'll be the biggest loser. My friends used to say biggest loser. My neighbors used to say nothing, can't do anything. All that thing was in my mind. And when I was here, scared to go back, but still can't go back because of all that thing, then I started living like, okay, this is the life I have to live. Let me see how I can live. And that's how I started struggling and started living like one of them. So, and that's because, I'm here because of that. Because if I haven't seen that, I don't know if I would have been here, got something I always wanted. But I think that struggle taught me a lot of lessons. So that's why it's very close to my heart. It is scary, but still, it's a lesson which nobody can have it, actually. I've experienced it. So, yeah.
So at this time, Ramesh Remo ആയിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നോ? ഈ ട്രാൻസിഷൻ സംഭവിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നോ? During this time, when you were in Mumbai initially, അപ്പൊ പേരും ഈ മാറ്റം വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടോ? പേര് രമേശിൽ നിന്ന് റെമോയിലേക്കുള്ള മാറ്റം?
When I was in Gujarat, when my name was Ramesh Gopi, everything was right. My mother's from Bangalore, so she is a big believer in Velankani, so Catholic in this thing. And I used to work for a Catholic church in Gujarat. So before coming to Mumbai, I actually was converted to Catholic because I used to work for church. I used to do shows for them. I used to collect donations for them. So Father Davis was there. I still remember Father Davis. He called me and he said, why are you doing this? So I said, I like it. I mean, I like doing work where I can help people. So he said, then why don't you convert yourself into Christianity? I said, okay. I went home. I told my mom that, you know what, can I become a Christian?
Okay.
So my mom said, why? He said, I like it. I mean, I love that religion and I want to become a Christian. She said, but we are Hindus. Why do you want to change your religion? And this? I said, of course, I'm Hindu. I always will be a Hindu. But I like that culture. I like that religion. I want to convert myself. So my dad came. He said the same thing. Why do you want to do that? I said, just because, I'm working for them. I'm doing so much that thing. And Father Davis is very close to me. And he said that you can do it. So I don't know why I still haven't asked my mom and dad. But they said, okay, whatever, if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. And that's how I went to church with my uncle Anthony. He took me and I got converted to Christian and Catholic. So that's how I changed from Ramesh to Remo. And for a long time, I never used to write my name as Remo because I thought I'll be with Ramesh only. Then I came to Mumbai from 93 to 95. I was still known as Ramesh only. Then one day, everyone said that, if you are working in film industry, you should have a name which is catchy and people should know about you. Ramesh is a very common name.
Okay.
So my friends asked me, do you have any other name, pet name?
Hmm.
Because see, my name is Srinivas. They call me Shri. So do you have Ramesh ka pet name or this thing? I said, you know what? My Catholic name is Remo. He said, it's a very good name. You should use it. I said, ठीक है, okay. From now onwards, I'm Remo. And all my friends started calling me Remo. And then that's how the whole change of name happened, actually. Yeah.
So, sir, all this while, when things were not happening the way you wanted it to be in Mumbai initially, ഒരു moment of quitting തോന്നാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. But as you said, like, quit ചെയ്യാൻ തോന്നിയില്ല. What kept you going, sir?
The fear get me going, actually. The fear of becoming a joke, fear of becoming a loser kept me going, because I knew I was very scared to go back. Because when I, as I said earlier also, when I left from there, a lot of people were there against me, including my family members. That, you know, 93, I'm talking about 93 is the time when all our actors used to be heroes and everyone used to be good looking. Like in films, every good looking people used to come. So me, skinny guy, dark skinned guy, had everyone thought that impossible you can do something in film industry, because one, you don't look presentable. Second, you don't have any talent. Third, it's a big city and you don't know anything about the city. So there's no way you can do anything in the city, and you will come back. And that was the challenge my friends kept there, that he's going to come back. And that fear of going back and losing that challenge was actually kept me going. So yeah, that was the biggest reason.
So, നമുക്കിനി സ്ട്രഗിൾ നിന്ന് സക്സസിലേക്ക് പോകാം. Usually പറയുന്നത് an idea can change your life എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന പോലെ, in your case, I would say that a close-up shot of you changed your life എന്ന് വേണമെങ്കിൽ പറയാം.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the shot of yours that came on the big screen and things changed. The first movie, Rangila, the one that gave you the major break. How did that happen, sir?
Very interesting. Like if I say, everyone who said that you don't have look, you don't have talent, you will not do anything, actually helped me to get that shot. You know, Ram Gopal Verma was looking for a guy who looks absolutely ordinary.
Okay.
So he didn't wanted any good looking or handsome boy or something like that. He wanted an ordinary boy to be on screen. He wanted to have that look. So he was searching on, we were like 60 boys. So he came and he searched and he pointed at me and told Ahmed Khan, who was a choreographer there, and he said, that boy. So everyone like, they
Surprised.
started looking at me. I said, this boy.
Okay.
Surprised. I said, this boy. But because Ram Gopal Verma said that I want him, so there was no choice. So they called me, and then that I gave that shot. And from that shot onwards, every shot, whenever Ahmed used to put the shot, Ram Gopal Verma used to come and he used to say, okay, get that boy in front. So I used to be standing last line. Then he used to come and he used to say, get that boy in first line.
Okay.
I want him to be next to Urmila. So every shot you see, I'm next to Urmila. Everything. And because of my look and this thing, he wanted that look. And I was like that. Naturally, I was like that. I was skinny, I was dark, I was this thing. So, and he wanted that look. The thing which was disadvantage for me actually became advantage for me in this thing. So, and I was a lucky guy from 60 boys, 60 plus 60, like hundreds of boys. I got the close-up shot, like in full screen. We call it 70 screen. You have your close-up. It's crazy. And in Gujarat, when my sisters and my brother, they saw and they couldn't believe it. I mean, they said, "Arey, Ramesh is on screen. How is that possible? He's not." Yeah, it's like strange. It's like he never been on TV or this thing, and he straight away come on big screen. So it was a big thing, and that changed everyone's mindset, and everything changed from there. Yeah.
So at that point, you were working as assistant choreographer, right, sir?
I was a dancer. I was a background dancer, not even an assistant choreographer. I was a dancer. I went there for the first thing. I worked with Ahmed for 4 songs.
Okay.
After Rangila. And on the 5th song, he said, you know what? You become my assistant. So even that was a shock for me, because I never thought that in 5th song, I mean, not even a month's time, he said that, you know, the same guy who said, go back, and the same guy saying, okay, you become my assistant.
Wow.
He must have seen something in me, and I must have done something. And so I'm doing right thing, whatever. If he's if I can change his attitude and his perception, then I must be doing something right. So that's how I started working on myself and pushing myself and did everything what Ahmed said and became one of his favorite assistants. So yeah.
Wow. So, sir, at this point when you said that you were working as assistant to Ahmed Khan, എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ സ്ഥിരമായിട്ട് സാലറി ഉണ്ട് മാസം കൃത്യമായിട്ട്, ടെൻഷൻസ് ഇല്ല, റിസ്ക് ഇല്ല, പ്രശ്നങ്ങളൊന്നുമില്ല. ഓക്കെ, ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു ഇന്ത്യൻ മിഡിൽ ക്ലാസ് മെന്റാലിറ്റി വെച്ച് നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ആരും തന്നെ വേറെ റിസ്ക് എടുക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയില്ല. ആൻഡ് ദെൻ one fine day you decided to leave everything behind and become an independent choreographer.
Yes.
You have said that was a very risky thing. Why was that so?
In my life, I always took a risk, always gone against the tide, because if they say that you can't do it, it's a challenge for me to show them that I can do it. So the thing when I started doing dancing in Jamnagar, they said you can't do it. I said I will do it. I showed them that I can dance. Then coming to Mumbai, everyone said you can't go. I came to Mumbai. Everyone said that you can't achieve you can't get into film industry because it's too hard and boy like you can't get into film industry. I got into film industry.
Okay.
And then I became an assistant choreographer. And the day came when Anubhav Sinha was a music director and a music video director, and he met me at T-Series lift. And he pointed out me and I said, your name is Remo. I said, yes. You are Ahmed's assistant. I said, yes, sir. So I'm doing a music video. Do you want to choreograph it? I said, what do you mean, sir? He said, independent choreographer. So I had this thing, my work is going on good. Ahmed is very happy with me.
True.
I'm getting 2,500 a day during that time. So 2,500 a day and I'm working 30 days a month. So it's a huge money for me. And I don't have to worry about anything. But if I say yes to independent choreographer, I'll have to leave Ahmed. I have to leave that 2,500 a day and the huge income which I'm getting every month. I have to leave that and go there, because once I leave Ahmed, I won't be able to go back because he will not take me back because I left him. So it was a big risk. But then I sat and I thought of myself and said, if I want to go ahead, if I want to climb the ladder, I have to take a step. I know that I don't want to go back. So it's a risk. Let's see what happens. You've been taking risk all your life. Let's see what happens. And I said yes to Anubhav. And I told Ahmed that, I got a job as an independent choreographer. I want to do that. Ahmed also was a little upset because I was handling his work and everything. So he was a little upset for me to leave him. And anybody would be upset like that. But then he said, "Theek hai," gave me the permission. I left him. And I went and I did the song. The first song I did was a huge hit. And Anubhav Sinha, me and T-Series became a team. So every month we used to do music videos. The first music video we did Sonu Nigam's Deewana. That was a huge hit in Bombay. So huge hit. So from there we started doing music videos back to back and started doing it and started making my own team, because every choreographer has his own team. So I wanted to become make my own team. So I had no boys and girls. So because everyone is busy with either Ahmed Khan, Farah Khan, Saroj Khan, Vaibhavi, everyone was busy at this thing. I had no team.
Okay.
So I remember that I got some new boys for Ahmed's show in Kashmir. So I called them for just standing there and moving the flag. So I said, let's call them. So I called those boys. And I said, listen, I'm starting my career as an independent choreographer. I need a team. Would you be interested in being Remo's boys? And they all agreed. And that's how we started. And I'm so happy that all those boys are still with me and they're still working for me and they're still growing with me. So,
wow.
Yeah, they're still with me. They still work with me in all my films. And few of them become directors and them become choreographers. But whenever I do films, whenever I need their help now also, they come and they do. Yeah.
So, sir, for the common people, choreography in the പറയുന്നത്, it's for us, it's all about dance. But I'm very sure that it's more than that. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ in a movie, sir, for common people to understand, what is the role of a choreographer?
Recently, I was just talking about there are two types of choreographers.
Okay.
One is the Western, the Hollywood and all these guys, they have the choreographers, they come and they just teach you dance and they move out. They don't do anything else. But our choreographers, Indian film industry, whether it's Malayali film industry or Tamil, Telugu, this thing, the choreographers are the director of the song. They direct the song, whether it has dance or whether it has no dance. It's just the movements. They direct. That's why my shifting to direction was very easy, because when we say that we are choreographing a song, whether it's a slow number, so people say, there's no dance in that. What are you doing it? But there's a music in it.
True.
So if there's a music, and if you see how musically they treat the emotional song or sad song, it's choreographer's job. How he shoots it. So basically, choreographers are the 5-minute directors in the film. Like if the film has 4 songs, so they are 20-minute directors.
Which means that probably in a movie, if there are around 4 to 5 songs, literally speaking, sir, you have actually directed 25 to 30 minutes of that movie.
Correct. Absolutely. Yes. So that became this thing that after doing so many songs, I said, and when I thought of becoming a director, and the direction was always in my mind since childhood. So because of choreography, because of, thank God, Hindi film choreographies, it was easy for me to shift to direction because half of the work is already learned on the songs which I've done. So yeah.
But then, sir, for you to start with the direction, you chose a movie like Faltu, where people said that, it is an unconventional choice. It can go the other way, or probably it should not be something you should be doing at that point. So I want to ask you again, sir, at this point, was any kind of fear sort of a motivation for you to prove something?
Yeah, see, I had the biggest fear in my life when I directed Faltu. Motivation was there. Okay, I'm doing a commercial film and this. But then once we started shooting the films, people started talking. Okay, what are you doing? I said, I'm directing my first film as in Hindi. This is with whom? I said, with Vashuji. They said, but none of his film has worked. Who's the actor? I said, Jackie Bhagnani, his son. He said, his also film has not worked. What is the film's name? I said, Faltu. So the biggest fear I got from Ramagopal Verma. So I met Ramuji in his office, and I was doing his song. So he said, what are you doing, Age? So I said, sir, I'm getting into direction and I'm directing my first film. He said, oh, very good, very good. What's it about? Sir, it's about 4 young boys, and what is it called? It's Faltu. Change it. It's a bad title for you. It'll be a flop. So don't do it. It'll be bad for you because you're doing for the first time. Film's name is Faltu. People will not come, and then the tag will be on you. This is a Faltu director. I got a shock of my life, and I actually was sitting and I was thinking what to do. I told my wife, Lizelle, and I told my DOP, Dadu. We all 3 went to Vashuji and we sat and he said, sir, everything is right. I am still doing the film and everything. Let's change the title. So Vashuji said, why? And I never told these 2 also, my Lizelle and Dadu also. And they looked at me and said, why do you want to change the title? All 3 of them. I said, because I'm scared that if something goes wrong, I will be known as Faltu director. So they said, don't worry. Are you convinced about the film? Are you convinced about this thing? I said, yes, I'm convinced about the film. I know I'll make a good film. Then they said that we are convinced about the title. Don't change it. And that's how I changed. That's how I made the film. Film was a hit. And I met Ramuji in the party after that.
Okay.
I met Ramuji. Ramuji was there and he came to me and first time he said that I'm sorry. I was wrong. Good you didn't change the title. If you would have changed the title, that would be my biggest problem, this thing. But good. And I'm sorry. And first time he told me sorry. So I was like, what else you need? And that was the day, and today is the day. Yeah.
Sir, നമ്മൾ യൂഷ്വലി ഈ ഒരു സമയം എത്തുമ്പോൾ ഒരു റാപ്പിഡ് ഫയർ റൗണ്ടിലേക്കാണ് പോകാറ്. നമ്മൾ അതിന് തീവ്രത്തി റൗണ്ട് എന്നാണ് പറയാറ്. അതായത് തീവ്രമായിട്ടുള്ള ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ, വെരി റാപ്പിഡ് ആൻഡ് വെരി ഫയറി ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഫേസ്റ്റി ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഉത്തരങ്ങൾ ആണ് നമ്മൾ പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നത്. സോ ഐ ഗോണ ആസ്ക് യു എ ഫ്യൂ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ്. സാറിന് അധികം ചിന്തിക്കാൻ ഗ്യാപ്പ് കിട്ടില്ല. സോ യു വിൽ ഹാവ് ടു ആൻസർ ദാറ്റ്. സർ റെഡിയാണോ?
Okay. Ready.
One thing you love about Kerala?
People. I love people. Kerala.
Sir, your favorite Kerala food?
Everything, I would say. I love everything. I mean, whenever I go to Kerala, I don't miss this thing. And I love In fact, everything.
Okay.
But payasam is the favorite one.
That comes straight from Palakkad, sir. It has to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any Malayalam word you are obsessed with? We have that thing, something like we kind of use it very frequently. Do you have any words such?
Very frequently, not because I've not been in touch with Kerala and this thing, but not much of it. But cheta is a word which keeps coming to me whenever I talk to friends and my brother. So cheta comes. Cheta, what's up, cheta?
Okay.
All that thing.
Okay. Who's your favorite Malayalam film actor and actress?
My all-time favorite is Mammootty sir. All-time favorite. I love Mohanlal sir also. So they are legends. So they are the legends. But
Yes.
recently, I am in love with two fantastic actors. One is Fahad Fazil, and the other one is Dilkar Salman. I am in love with these two guys. Such a wonderful actor.
Sir, one wrong notion about Malayalis people generally have, which you would like to clear.
Actually, everyone has correct. People say that Malayali peoples are the smartest, which we are. They are the most educated, which we are. And they are the most good looking, which we are. So I don't think there's any notion which is there.
Okay.
But no, I don't have any this thing about. Nobody has asked me that. There's no misconception or notion about, especially Kerala.
Okay.
I don't think they have anything.
So, sir, the last question. What makes a Malayali truly special?
I think it's their nature. It's their nature, it's their culture, it's their upbringing. I think that's what makes a Malayali special, because I know my father till the end when he left us, he still couldn't speak Hindi properly. He was still speaking Malayali. He never left in his entire life. Like, we all changed ourselves. We all adapted the culture we were living in. We became Gujarati. We became one of them. We became everything.
Okay.
When I see my dad and whenever I talk about him, I thought that he was the only guy who never left Kerala in his life. Never. I mean, you couldn't take the Kerala out of him. Till the end, whenever he used to speak Hindi also, there was a tone of Malayali in it.
Okay.
Whatever things he used to speak, there has to be a line or two about in Malayali. And that's when I realized that this, the culture, the upbringing of especially Kerala is something which amazes me. And I still feel that, yeah, I'm blessed that I'm a Keralian. So
Wow.
even my brother is still there. So he's still in Kerala, and he's still, whenever he comes, and he keeps calling me, but because of my so much work and this thing, I not able to come there. But there's a surprise. I most probably end of the month, I'll be visiting Kerala.
Wow.
For something which I'll announce it soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a surprise. So there's going to be a nice thing. Yes.
സർ നമുക്ക് അധികം വൈകാതെ സാറിനെ മലയാളത്തിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും കാണാൻ സാധിക്കും എന്നാണോ പറയുന്നത്? Is that a hint you're pointing at?
Yes. So there is something
Okay.
brewing. There's something happening. Most probably end of the month, I'll be clear. And once everything is clear, I'm going to announce it, and I'll be the most happy person, because since I became a director, choreographer, I always wanted to make something, because I did something in Bengali, I did something in Gujarati, I did something in Marathi, this thing. But there was always inside me that I want to do something in Malayali. Most probably end of the month.
Wow.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
The only thing that remains constant in life is change എന്നാണ് പറയാം. പക്ഷെ സാറിനെ അറിയുന്ന വ്യക്തികൾ, സാറിന് വളരെ ക്ലോസ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ പറയുന്നത് സാർ ഒരിക്കലും മാറിയിട്ടില്ല എന്നാണ്. യു സ്റ്റിൽ ദ സെയിം എന്നാണ് അവർ പറയുന്നത്. അതായത് ആ പഴയ രമേശ് ആണ് ഇപ്പോഴും എന്നാണ് അവർ പറയുന്നത്. അതെന്താ സർ മാറാത്തെ? Why is that so?
I don't have an answer to this, but we all are like that only. I mean, the whole family of mine, and we are like that only. And my dad used to say that whatever you do, how much ever you achieve in life or become big, stay on the ground, stay close to your culture, stay close to your family, because that is the strength. So once you have the strength, then only you can fly as much as you can. But make sure that you come back again to that family. Don't just fly away and forget about your culture, your base. Because once you fly, and if you forget about your base, you never know where you land. So stick to your base, stick to your roots. Yeah, that's fine.
Sir, മാറണ്ട, ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ മതി. We love you like this, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I will not change. Yes.
സർ, താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച് ഫോർ ബീങ് ഇൻ ദ ഷോ, സർ. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരുപാട് സന്തോഷമുണ്ട് ഈ ഷോയിൽ ആദ്യം വരാൻ പറ്റി. ഇപ്പോൾ സാർ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഒരു മാസത്തിന്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ നല്ലൊരു ന്യൂസ് കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെ സന്തോഷമായിരിക്കും. സോ വി ആർ ഓൾ ഇയേഴ്സ് ടു ദാറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ലുക്കിംഗ് ഫോർവേഡ് ടു ദാറ്റ് ബിഗ് അനൗൺസ്മെന്റ്.
Yes, absolutely. And the end of the month, and I'm going to say thank you so much for this beautiful conversation. And I felt very nice talking about thing which I was never been asked. And thank you so much for that. And want to say a big sorry to all the Keralians because I am not in touch with the language and all this stuff. But I'm sure I'm going to do a lot of stuff for people, and I'm going to meet everyone soon, and I'm going to come there, and I'm going to meet you again. So sure.
സ്വാഗതം, സർ.
Thank you so much. You take care.
Made in Kerala, made in Kerala.
Radio City Originals.